Hi guys, welcome back. It's another off week for Damon, but it's an on week for Landon, so that's a good thing for most of you because we know that you guys love him. Maybe just as much as Steve does, but maybe not.
Steve.
Sometimes I'm afraid that the microphones are still recording.
I definitely caught your last little bit of
Dang it.
Yes. Love that for you, Sydney.
Before we get into anything, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for listening, whatever you are doing or choose to be doing.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. Tell your
YouTube.
friends. 5-star reviews. You know the drill. We won't waste too much time with that. But
and GoFundMe if you want to do that as well.
yeah, that's always there. We're very thankful for whatever, but we're doing pretty good right now. So, yeah, welcome back. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Okay, good. Next.
Tired.
I mean, I answered myself. I was waiting for Danessa to answer.
I was looking at something.
Okay. What are you looking at? 50 Ollipops?
I'm doing good. As you can see, I don't have. Well, if you're watching, I don't have my cast on anymore. I'm supposed to be wearing a brace. So last minute. Anyways.
Sorry.
I'm supposed to be wearing a brace, but that's like on and off until my wrist feels better. So this is the second week. Yeah, because last week I got it off. This week, well, you guys would be hearing it. I'm not supposed to be wearing my brace at all. But currently, as we're recording, I'm not wearing it. And then I have an appointment next week, which when this episode comes out, I'm probably on my way to my appointment. So
That's so great.
yeah.
And it's not crusty anymore.
It is a little bit. It's definitely like all the dead skin and everything.
It smells better.
So yeah, it definitely smells better. It's still really, really itchy, and I have to keep putting lotion on it, and it's definitely like it's very raw. Like it doesn't feel like my regular skin yet, so that'll definitely take time.
She kept the cast.
That's cute.
I did keep the cast.
Why? No.
Frame it.
I'm like, this is gross.
Well,
Put it on the
because
wall.
Do with it.
when I broke my arm, literally my same wrist in 3rd grade, my mom kept it.
Then take it down to their
And
house.
I don't know if she kept
I
it.
don't want it.
I don't want it.
I don't
No,
know if
give
on
it
the
to your
wall.
mom. Not.
You
I'll
don't
get
live
a
here
glass
anymore.
case for it. Put it on the wall.
Well, I don't know if she kept it because like that was like my childhood like tragic story.
Tragedy.
But then like I was in 3rd grade, so like all like my 3rd grade class signed it. So I don't know if
That's
was
cute.
also something.
Nobody
But
signed
then
this
this
one.
time I did
Dang
not
it,
want
I
anyone to
forgot to.
sign it because that's such like a kid thing to do.
Yeah.
I forgot to sign.
And I didn't want like that's just
It's not too late. She still has it.
I still
Don't
have
touch
it.
it now.
You can literally sign it.
Sign
and,
the
like,
inside.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Magic.
Yeah. But I was like, I'm not doing like what little kids do. So
I don't blame you.
yeah. And I didn't get a bright color. Last time I got orange. This time I got blue, which is way more like
Adult.
adultish.
Yeah.
I feel like. So
Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad it's better now.
You
I
know what I
have
did
it
with
off.
mine when I got my broken hand and I got my cast off? They said, "Do you want this?" I was like, "For what?" I was like, "No." They're like, "Well, some people keep it." I was like, "I don't want that thing."
Nasty.
I don't even know.
Strange. Well, that's
Well,
fun.
the girl who took it off of me, it was her first time taking off a cast. And if you ever gotten a cast off, they use this like motorized, I guess you would say.
It's a multi-tool, basically.
It's a multi-tool with like a wheel that spins
Yeah.
that has really, really sharp
kinda
edges
like a
on
grinder.
it.
Just think of it
Yeah.
like a miniature angle grinder.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't know what that is, look it up. Or you can just look up literally how do you take off a cast and it'll pop up.
I would love
But-
it.
I don't think it spins though.
Oh,
It oscillates back and forth.
pretty sure.
Maybe it oscillates.
It oscillates, so if it spun, it would cut you if you got hit. But it
Yeah.
oscillates so much because your skin's very flexible, but the cast isn't. So every time it oscillates back and forth,
Well, you've never had a cast, so how do you know this?
We know how an oscillator works.
yeah, it's an oscillator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, my arm
Drywall.
was like,
See.
yeah. Yeah.
she like wanted my arm is like specific like position, and I was
my
like,
tongue.
she was trying to move my wrist, and I was like, I can't move my wrist. It's in the cast. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. So then she finally like just moved it how she wanted it to.
Breaks it again.
And when she like,
Move it like this.
well, I hope this girl does not listen because she tried her best, but
Don't name
she
drop.
didn't even
She won't.
have the thing plugged in. So when she hit the power button, it obviously didn't turn on. And so the lady who is like I guess her supervisor
or whatever, yeah.
was like, you got to turn it on first. And she's like, okay. So she turned it on, didn't even know where the plug was. Then she found the plug. Then she plugged it in. Then she still had it kept on. So right when she plugged it in, it turned it on. Didn't even hear what she was saying. She was asking me a question. I didn't even hear her. So then she just like started to drill, and she's like, "Oh, I'm not going to hurt your skin." Okay.
Oh, no.
She took the blade and like went through the cast, but then she was going a little bit deeper. So my skin did feel the blades.
Oh.
Now, I don't know how she did it, but like I didn't get cut, but
Yeah.
I felt the blades. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of
It's like what I
scraping.
said.
So, yeah. And so I was like, if I have blood on my arm when she gets this off.
Put it back. Put it back on.
I was like, ugh.
Oh my gosh. Dang.
And then, so you have to do one side, and then you have to flip your arm the other side and do that side. Then you take this like prior thing and you pry it both sides apart. And she couldn't get the backside pried. So then she had to like turn on the thing again, and she had to cut more because she didn't cut the whole way the first time. So I was like, great.
Sounds like my job.
Yeah, it was right. So then she couldn't even get
Weld it back together.
She couldn't even get it pried open. So then her supervisor had to pry it open after she re-cut me. So that was a whole thing in itself. Just getting the whole cast off. But then once she got it off, she's like, "Do you want it?" And I was like, "Sure." So then she gave me a bag.
Cute.
And
The only reason I
Yeah.
would keep a cast if it was like a full body cast, and like you just get like I could like hang it up as Halloween
Oh,
decoration or something
okay.
like that. It just like put like a
I don't know about
pumpkin
that.
on the head and just me standing there.
yeah.
That'd be cool.
Well, let me know if you keep your cast if you ever broke something. Just because I'm curious now if that's just me thing or if it's weird.
I'm this close to putting it in the burn barrel one of these times. Like it's
Oh
gotten,
no.
Will it even burn?
Oh, pff, if it doesn't burn without any gasoline, then
gonna
it's
say.
gonna burn one way or
Because it has
another.
it has that Pacific like wrapping.
If our PAP's motto is anything will burn with enough diesel fuel.
Yeah, Pap does say that.
He like
And
we've
he literally
burned tractor
pours.
tires before.
He literally pours a whole gallon
Yeah.
on a tiny fire.
He goes, "Hey, come help me burn these tires." I'm like, "Tires?"
Oh my gosh.
He goes, "Yeah." We had
Yeah.
black smoke just billowing out of that thing. He goes, "Put some more diesel fuel on there." I'm like, jeez. Well, you get the fire department called on us.
Yeah, and like diesel's not cheap, so it's like
Well,
why
it's used diesel mostly.
used?
Yeah.
How do you get used diesel?
So if Trent has to work on the tractor and drain like the
Oh,
diesel tank, so. But
never
other
knew
times,
that.
other times it is actual new diesel. So. Is what it is.
That's
It's
very
off-road
interesting.
diesel anyway, so it's not.
yeah, I knew it was off road, but still, like we have to pay to get that
No tax.
on the farm. But
So sorry, I've been on my phone this whole time.
Yeah.
I have this story that I don't want to tell. It needs to be told by the original author.
Typical Gen Zer on
By-
your phone the whole time.
And she's
Unreal.
gonna call in, so I have Reesa ready for us to
Oh,
call
boy.
her.
Oh, really?
Really?
All right, well,
And
hop
anytime
off.
she has this story about keeping something from the hospital, and I just know she needs to tell it. And I wanted to tell it, but I wasn't even there. So,
B2A.
me.
Yep.
She says, want me to text when I'm free / ready. I'll just tell her to
Get
call
ready.
me.
Yeah.
I'll connect. But yeah, in the meantime,
Well, I was gonna say-
I can talk about my dentist.
Well, I was gonna
Please
say
do.
to keep going about the casting, like, because didn't you say, like, no, like, well, because she was nervous, obviously, but like, didn't you say that she said, "I've never done this before"?
yeah,
See, like, I don't know.
You're
Me
not supposed to
personally,
say that.
yeah. If someone tells that to me and I'm like gonna get my cast cut off, I would be like, can
well, I mean that's why
Don't
she
do
was
it, then
so
don't do it.
nervous, and that's why she didn't really do
like
it
it's one thing
correctly.
if you're nervous, but don't. I don't know.
Don't tell somebody.
It's like it's
I
like
mean,
don't
no,
say.
it's better to be honest than to be like
I know.
I'm
Overly
a pro
confident,
at this.
yeah.
Yeah, like overly confident
Or
and
just
then
don't
mess up.
Just still be nervous, but don't
Yeah.
come out and be like, "Hey, this is my first time."
Yeah, I mean, I felt better because her supervisor was there, but then her supervisor wasn't doing it. It was her. And I'm like, do you have to go to nursing school for this?
She's got to
Or-
start somewhere.
I know.
Well, I'm sure she's in nursing school for
I
it.
know.
Imagine it's like Reesa doing it because that's what she's doing right
Well,
now.
this girl wasn't even professional.
Ooh.
Raisa would be more professional, and she would be like, she would definitely be nervous. I feel like, but
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Whenever we get her on here, like either next week because she might be on, or whenever she's on the phone with us in a few minutes, you guys should ask her about her experience last Friday, 2 Fridays ago, that she had to shock a man back to life.
no way.
Yeah, it was the way she tells the story is so much better, and you almost have to hear it in person. But dude, she's got some
Yeah.
pretty crazy stories, just as a nursing student, and the
That's
things they let
crazy.
her do is
Yeah,
crazy.
that's not.
But honestly, it's like you got to start somewhere. If
Yeah.
you just watch everything until you're like officially employed, it's like you're gonna be like kind of
Yeah.
but
lost,
that's insane.
right?
Wait, why might Reesa be on next week's episode in person?
Spring break.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna be here, Grant.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah,
Grant's going on
it's
spring
all
break.
about.
I forgot
Yeah,
about
I am
that.
going on spring break.
We're all going on spring break.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Not.
Crazy.
No,
I'll be
You are.
in-
that is
Oh, wait.
something. I knew.
You have
I knew
spring break
people
at
with
least.
spring
I
break
have
already.
spring break away from Grant.
I don't have break at all. You at least have Friday off.
I'll be in-
I have Friday and Monday off.
I'll be in Texas. That's a capital T.
Oh boy.
Grant,
Hot as a flat top
you
griddle.
don't need to sing the whole song.
I'm not even singing it.
He
The
only
amount
knows
of
for one line
times
from it,
I've heard
too.
him say that
Uh-uh.
line from Cody Johnson is literally insane.
Didn't we
What?
talk about like beating
What?
a joke to death?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we
Grant,
need,
I'd say more than
I
one
think we need
line.
to take it out back and shoot it.
What?
Oh goodness.
Anyways,
Ain't got a band if you ain't got a fiddle. Okay.
Grant.
No. Speaking
Enough.
of doctors, I had a dentist appointment the other day, and I had to get a cavity filled. Yeah. Oh, I hate the sound, and I hate the smell worse.
I hate
Of-
when they put the needle in your gum.
Yeah, she
The
goes, you're going to
Novocaine?
feel a little pinch and then just proceeds to shake my cheek.
It hurts so much.
And she sticks it. I don't mind it.
Were you
much.
numb yet?
They put that like gel stuff in there that tastes awful. She goes, this should numb it up a little bit. I still felt it, but
So it's
Yeah,
like
I
some
still
beach.
feel it
It's like
too.
some
Yeah, and
beach
then-
by Blake Shelton.
yeah.
She started drilling before I was numb.
yeah.
Dang.
And but
You ever watch the music video of that song?
no.
Oh, it's honestly funny.
Gross. It is funny, but it's
It
like,
is funny because like everything's going wrong in that video because like
Really?
obviously he's like complaining about that, but like when he's like I circled the parking lot trying to find a spot, and then the Mercedes Benz stole the spot. It's like he's like
yeah.
I'm like dude, I know what that feels like. All right, sorry,
But
back
no,
to your
yeah.
story.
No, the worst part was because the lady that there was two ladies doing it, and it felt like I was like in like some random girls like club or something like that. It was just two.
What?
These two girls. I guess they were older, but they were just talking like there was no one. Like I wasn't in the chair. Them working on me. It was so weird. And they're just like making jokes and stuff. And she goes, "Oh yeah, I've never done this like this way." And I'm over here like, and they have to stick this band around your tooth or
Yeah,
something like
that
that.
thing
That
hurts.
And she goes, "I've never used one of these like this before." I was like,
Yeah, that hurts
You can't
because
go anywhere.
and she,
it digs into your
yeah,
gums.
and she goes, "Well, let me try it." And she shoves up in my gums. I think she felt me like tense up. She goes, "I'm sorry, I'm not meaning to hurt you." I was like, "It's okay." And I'm like, I'm over here like wincing in pain, and like she goes,
Tear
"It
comes
might-
down the
yeah,
eye.
it's okay." Oh, there's Reesa.
Oh, there it is. There
Yeah.
it is.
Wait. Oh, sorry.
But
Hold on.
the weirdest
no,
feeling
wait.
was sticking my tongue up and feeling a hole in my teeth.
Reesa, can you hear us?
Ew,
I don't know
why
the
would you
headphones
do
on.
that?
Oh, hold on. You gotta click your speaker
Sorry,
button.
sorry.
Hold on.
There. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh.
So we were just talking about
Is your volume up the
how.
whole way?
Yeah. Let me.
Okay.
I don't want to blow our ears out. Say
I'll
something,
turn this down.
Reesa.
You turn her up the whole way. I'll control it.
Okay.
All right.
So we were just talking about. So Danessa got her cast off, and she was talking
What'd she say?
about. What did you say?
Yay!
So she kept the cast, and I was like, I know this one time, Reesa.
Do you want it, Reesa?
That's okay. I mean, unless you want it disposed of, I will gladly take it and then dispose of it.
Wait, question. Can you just like burn them, or are they not flammable?
Anything's flammable.
I don't know that. Yeah, I'm sure you can set anything on fire.
Yeah.
Really.
Okay.
if you try hard enough.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I don't think they would stick something on somebody's arm in the hospital and say, okay, go head out into the world and like it be flammable. But I mean, like your clothes are like
Flammable.
they can catch
Yeah.
on
Skin
camera.
is flammable.
The,
Catch on camera.
the
Hair
hospital
is
gowns,
flammable.
they're
Yeah.
flammable.
A hospital's flammable. Anyway, so it reminded me of the time that you brought something home for a friend, and I wanted you to tell the story.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hi everybody. Hi Pod.
Hey, Reese.
Currently at the gym, so if you hear anything, that's not me. I promise.
The lunk alarm's gonna go off.
Stumbling on a
No,
treadmill. Poof, poof, poof.
Yeah. If you hear something, if you hear a thud, it was probably me or Shay. But
Oh, hi, Shay.
she's got her headphones in. She can't hear you.
Unbelievable.
Zone.
Okay.
But anyways, okay. So back sophomore year, Sydney, did you tell him anything?
I did not.
Okay, sophomore year in high school, I got my appendix taken out.
Oh gosh.
And thankfully it did not explode, but I was, laid up for a few weeks. But in the hospital, I was like over being sick and just needed it taken out. So I was like all happy, chatty and everything. And I was talking to the nurse who was taking care of me in the ED, and emergency department, sorry. And I was like, can I take this home? Like, can I take my appendix home with me, like, after they take it out? And the surgeon came in, and she was like, ask him. And so I said, can I take it home with me? And he's like, unfortunately, I can't do that. We have to send it in for carcinogen testing, like, to see if it's, like, cancerous or anything. Thankfully, it's not, I'm okay. But I was, like, all bummed I couldn't take my appendix home. But the nurse was like, you know what? I can get you a urine specimen cup, and you can, like, put a piece of chicken in it and tell somebody that it is your appendix. And I was like, okay, perfect. I'll do that. So she brings me a specimen, like, urine cup. And this lovely friend of mine was like, are you going to get to keep it? And I told her yes. So the next, like, whenever I was, like, after surgery, went home, like, recovered, went to Wednesday night youth group the next week.
No way.
We
Show
put
and
some
tell.
vinegar in a cup, in the urine specimen cup, put a piece of raw chicken in it, and called it my appendix, put it in, like, a paper bag, and I took it to church, and I gave it to this friend. And it said it was my appendix. Now, did she believe it? I'm not fully sure. She could have played it up very well, but many people saw a urine specimen cup with a piece of raw chicken and vinegar in it that night, and we were told that it was my appendix.
Didn't she keep it?
No, I'm pretty sure it was thrown away.
Oh, okay. I thought there was some
Unless
part
she
where she
did
kept
keep
it.
it.
No.
It's on her dresser.
Why would you keep that?
So
The same
funny.
question I asked about why you would keep your
No,
cast.
like, why would you keep your friend's appendix?
Maybe just
For
a
the
little part of
gnarly.
them.
Yeah, keep a little piece with them.
Yeah.
Heck no.
Yeah, that way if you ever go to like a
mean-
party and instead of going by yourself, you take that.
Yeah.
And they're like, what's that? Be like, oh,
I
it's my
brought my
friend's
friend,
appendix.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just
my
my
gosh.
appendix.
Yeah.
Well, my cast is a whole different situation because my cast wasn't in my body.
This is true. It's not an
I was
organ.
gonna say, an organ would be so much more cooler to have than a cast.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Do you guys keep baby teeth?
Yeah.
I do.
I mean, I did.
I don't know where
How's
they are
that any
now.
now.
different?
Probably
It's just-
scattered around her house somewhere.
Probably.
I planted mine.
Crunch.
Planted them?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. Oh my goodness.
Not that weird.
If I ever cut a finger off, I'm gonna give it to one of you guys.
Okay, great. Give it to Reesa.
I'll give it to Seth. She can use it in school as one of those pointers.
No.
Be like, kids, this is my brother's finger.
Just super glue your fingers down into like the pointing position.
Cut my hand off, and you can use my finger as a pointer.
Perfect.
Put
In
a
the
la-
skin,
like-
you could use it like on your screens and everything.
Oh, that's awful. Ew.
hollow it out and
That's
like
another level.
hollow it out and install like a laser light into it, so you use it as a laser pointer.
Oh, okay.
Just take the skin off of
That's
it.
too far. We
Not talk about that.
Little gross
Graphic.
there. Yeah, graphic.
Oh,
Graphic warning on the
Sorry if you're squeamish again.
Yeah.
yeah, I really.
Dang.
Nah, I'm not too squeamish. Thanks for asking though.
Wow. Well, thank you, Reesa, for sharing that story.
Hey, anytime I can enlighten anybody about a organ gifting.
How many stories
When you
do
say
you
with
have?
organ donation, technically I have donated an organ now.
That's great. To the
the
cancer.
lab.
to science.
Yeah, cancer, whatever research.
Yeah, who knows what kind of testing they did on it.
It's somewhere.
That
Pro-
is weird to
Somewhere
think
doing
about.
something,
You know
Like
what?
your organ is just floating around in the world somewhere.
It's
right?
probably thrown away.
I should have put like an air tag on it or something. Followed it.
Ew.
Microchip it.
They were probably testing
Dang
it, and
Oh.
they're probably like, we need to do more tests on this subject somehow because they're probably testing the appendix.
Like,
and then,
what is she doing?
No, they
What
probably
is
got
this thing?
they probably got traces in somehow of a calendar and swiping, and they're probably like, what the heck? What the
Yeah.
heck is up with this
Yeah.
So
person?
like we got some brainwaves
Somehow
on this one.
connected.
Oh my goodness.
Funny side story. Since the surgeon couldn't give me my appendix, he was like, well, I didn't take pictures of it for you. So I have somewhere at home 4 pictures of my inside.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, they're really doing the most for
They were,
yeah.
They're
That's
looking out for me.
hilarious. Dang.
Jeez, they honestly probably have a lot of people ask them that, so they're like,
Probably.
we have to have a backup plan if this doesn't work.
yeah, honestly. I mean, I was 10th grade. What do you expect?
Dang.
I mean, sounds like you were 10,
mean-
but
You're 26
She
and
was
asking to keep
15.
your cast. I mean,
it's not an organ.
Yeah, it's just plaster.
Completely different.
We can go to Home Depot and get you plaster the same.
oh my gosh.
Do they sell the wrap anywhere else? Because that wrap is interesting.
I mean, it's pretty much just like,
It was sticky, and then they put water on it, and then it became hard.
yeah, it's pretty much like paper mache, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
They had to get
Dang.
my cast wet, even though they told me not to get it wet.
Because it
Reese-
would
It
deteriorate.
would come off. It'd start to break
That's why
down.
they
And no, they told me it would stink underneath. That's
yeah,
why.
probably. Get musky.
Risa, before
probably
we let
grow
you,
mold.
Ugh.
hey Risa,
Sorry.
before we let you go, do you have like a weird fun fact or something, or just something random
Oh.
to share before we let you go? Because I'm sure there is something weird, funny, or eventful in the life of Risa, the nursing student.
Share your Big Mac fun fact.
Oh boy.
Oh, okay. So my OB, like my obstetrics class, we do 2 trivia questions in the middle of class to kind of like, break up the information because the class is like 3 hours long. And they are all medical related. And so my professor asked, what is the approximate average number of sesame seeds on the top of a Big Mac hamburger bun?
138.
Anybody else?
72.
200.
Just 200.
That's
I
it?
already guessed. I already know the answer.
Okay. I got it right on the exact number. It's 178.
Oh.
Wow.
Dang.
Dang.
Landon, you said
So not
173.
am I only a whiz at nursing, I'm also a whiz at random trivia.
Well, what if one falls off before you get it?
It's an average.
It's an average.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
No, they place every single one before you.
That one has too many.
That's why the
They glue it
McDonald's
on
workers
there.
want $17 an hour. They
Yeah.
have somebody back there. 1, 2,
I want to
3.
know. No, I want to know the guy who bought them for an average of like a year to count them every day or week.
Yeah.
Like, who did that?
It could be that McDonald's guy who had McDonald's for
Oh, the Super Size Me dude.
Super Size Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have been him.
That's
Yikes.
what some of our federal money went to. Was
Yeah.
to see how many sesame
Love.
seeds.
Probably.
Crazy. Well, Reesa,
Only for me to win that trivia question.
What did you win?
A chocolate bar.
Oh.
She gives us like food. She knows the way to our hearts.
Okay.
love that. Fun. Well, Reesa, we thank you for coming on here and telling your story. Will we see you
Telling that
next
story
week?
like it was so like deep.
Very
thought.
Stop it. Yeah, it was.
My
It was
life will
very
never be the
thought-provoking.
same.
Will you be with us next week?
That is up for debate.
Up for
Maybe
interpretation.
yes, maybe no.
Well,
Depends on what the viewers are wanting.
I think we know what they want.
Viewers,
Do they
what do
want
you
a jolly
want?
good time?
We have a viewer. What do you want, viewer?
Viewers, do you want Reesa on the podcast?
Oh, Rishi
Comment
says
down below.
Reesa.
Smash that like button.
She says smash that like button. Funny. All right. Well,
Reesa, we have a live chat going on right now, and they're all saying to do this in response to saying yes. So the viewers are saying yes.
Well, now that my left eardrum is going out,
Oh goodness. All right.
I guess I'll be seeing you guys next week.
Oh boy.
Ciao.
2 weeks for the viewers.
Year.
One week.
Yeah.
2 weeks from.
Yeah, yeah,
2
somewhere in
weeks
there.
from- yeah.
Just start flipping through the calendar.
Yeah. Hold on.
Dude, it's
I'm
already
scrolling
March.
right now.
Wait, Risa, real quick. What's 6 months from right now?
What's it? It's March. Is it like August? No, it's September.
Wow.
All right. With that, get back to your grind. We'll talk to you next week.
Don't fall.
Sounds good. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Dear goodness.
Love that for her. Is that why she went into nursing so she can just grab her own organs
I don't know.
whenever she wants?
I genuinely don't know.
Her own organs.
She's always been very like more of a nurturing kind of person, and so it was. We knew she would go into nursing or some kind of like human services kind of major career. So nursing just kind of made sense, and now she just tells me about all the wild things she does and touches. So some things I don't want to hear about, but
Yeah.
she likes to tell the stories.
I think it is funny that you can normally tell from a young age what sort of profession that everyone's going to go into.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Just from how they act.
Landon, when he was like 8, he said, I want to be a military. I want to be.
I was
I
dead
wanna be
set on being a Navy SEAL for the longest
What else
time.
did you say? You said like 5 million things. Really,
I wanted to be everything. I was going to be. I wanted to be a firefighter.
Yeah, firefighter.
I wanted to
was a big
be
one. Policeman.
Military.
Yeah,
Which
military
I
was
still
the
could
biggest
do.
one.
I could just drop everything and go join the Marines or something, but
I mean, you could.
Good.
probably won't. But
Yeah. Just stay on the welding path.
yeah,
Go weld for the.
I could.
Whatever.
I could go weld for the government and go
You
weld in
could.
the military.
Mm-hmm.
I could go blow stuff
all
up
these things.
too.
You could do that.
I that was one of my. So we had to do these like career things in school, in
Yeah.
middle school, and I always got
I hated that.
a combat engineer or a welder.
Nice.
Those are
Really?
two of the things I always got.
I never remember what I
I
got
don't remember what I got.
Mine
because
was
I'm a
always
complete 180
engineer.
now.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, mine was always engineer.
Dang.
Or when I was like 4 or 5, when I was like 5, because I was in kindergarten, I would play with like Kinects instead of Legos, because Kinects were like, I don't know, you could make
They were
more
fancier.
intricate things. I remember my parents were like, "What's wrong with her?" I'm just like, everyone else is playing with dolls, and I'm just like, Legos. I have to build.
Yeah,
It must work.
we have the pictures.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, what pictures do you have?
Oh boy.
Uh-huh.
Oh gosh, insert picture
Here.
here.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
I'll get some good ones for you.
Wait,
There's-
we
28:30.
have to see it. now.
Wait. Was that the time you guys came to my house
That was the
I
time we
building?
FaceTime you.
Oh, that those weren't my Legos. No, was it both of you that showed up that time with pizza and I was building with Kinects in my
Yes.
living room at my parents'
Yeah,
house?
Grant was dropping me off because I was spending the night.
Yeah,
And
I just
yeah,
had a
you
whole
were
Ferris
there.
wheel going.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I'm getting out of here.
I don't think I took a picture
Do
of
we
that.
have pictures or videos from that at all? I don't even remember
When was that?
was.
I can look on my.
Long time ago. Well, it was.
What were we doing?
It was the three of us.
Yeah.
And I don't remember.
like when.
I don't remember when. No, we'll have to look for that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
insert
look for
lots of
that.
pictures here. We're just gonna have them going through.
Yeah.
I'll ask my mom for some little kid pictures of me with Lego
Yeah.
sets.
Well, yeah. Speaking of like careers when we were little, Elena, I don't know if you remember this because I think you just wanted to ride your bike. But when we would like take walks back the lane
dare
with
you.
Mom, we would take like school stuff back and we would play school
In that old
on
truck
that
bed.
old truck.
I
Not
remember
it
that.
wasn't truck bed. It was wooden.
No, Jeff made an old flatbed for his truck.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's what it was. I did
Was
not
a
know
wooden
that.
flatbed. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we all sat on cement blocks.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember we did
And
it
me and
up in
Oni
your room.
fought over who wanted to be the
Yeah.
teacher. Or me and Janelle, I forget.
I think it's probably you and Oni because look at you now.
Yeah. Now you're teachers.
Yeah. No, I remember you would do that up in your room. We had that
Yeah, we
old
did that.
desk, and they would literally set us up in rows and give us
Me and Oni
homework.
would make Landon
And I'm just sitting there like, I go to school every single day now, and I come home and they're like, sit in this chair.
No wonder you hated school.
Yeah, I hate school. I don't even think I was in school yet, probably.
And then me, Oni, and Trent were obsessed with picking out so we would put all of our stuffed animals like in a line. And then we would pick one out and draw it, and then we would judge
Crying.
them.
I think I do remember that.
I don't think you did it because you were like
I
getting in
probably
trouble.
was too young,
but,
but yeah.
Yeah, or you were too young.
I was always a school
But it was always
kid.
me and Oni like fighting over like, yeah, who would be the teacher.
Yeah. Me and Trent had our tractors. And Trent would
No,
always...
but Trent liked to draw the stuffed animals too.
But
I remember that.
nah, you knew Trent was going to be a farmer just because he had his
yeah.
fields, like in our room, we shared a room.
Mm-hmm.
He taped out areas and would like
Yeah.
plow them and be like, well, next week we got to harvest this.
Yeah.
And I'm over here just driving my truck around, just making a rocket ship or something like that. He goes,
Yeah.
that's not how that goes. And he's like, this needs to be over here. He had his whole
It's
setup.
because Trent was always a clean one and you were
Yeah.
always a messy one.
You could see the divide
Yeah.
And that
where
makes
our
sense in your careers.
Yeah.
Like Trent's organized, you're a
Yeah.
welder. So
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah,
that
but
kind of makes sense.
but yeah.
Fun. All right. Well, what time are we at? Because
We're still good on time.
kind
I
of
get-
getting.
You can play a game.
Yeah,
Well, I
let's
was
do
gonna-
the game.
Do I share mine or not? Because mine's not really eventful.
I don't know what yours is.
You can try to board the
Because
table.
everyone went around and shared their careers.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have much. It was either when we farmed, I was like, I want to be a chopper driver.
Already bored.
And then there was like a lull. And then I was like, I want to be a sports broadcaster. And then I dropped out of college. And then I messed with some tractor wires. And I was like, I think I could be an electrician. That's
Okay.
basically it.
So when you were younger, what you said you wanted to be a chopper driver.
Yeah.
You did say that because
custom
we were
farming
hanging
stuff.
Christmas ornaments. It said, "What do you want to be on one of the crafts?" And you said chopper driver.
Yep.
I mean, still technically you could be one. Like you could be hired on and drive choppers.
Yeah, but then I'd have to
custom
quit my
farming's a
full-time
lot,
job.
yeah.
Yeah, you would.
Or just in the winter, haul manure. They do it all night.
Yeah, they do.
Work
But then
the
you
night
wouldn't
shift.
get any
No,
sleep.
you would be
You would
a
not.
zombie.
You'd
That
be
doesn't
dead.
make sense.
Yeah.
I would like to do it
Or
one
just
time.
like
but
That's what
like,
I was
on,
thinking.
like Saturdays or in the evenings during the summer.
Yeah.
It'd be a decent way to make a little bit extra cash.
But
You just be driving a lot. but-
Yeah, I mean, I thought about doing like, maybe little side jobs like repair, welding, stuff like that. But I thought about working at Walmart on Saturdays because
Yeah.
they get paid like $18
Walmart
an hour
of all
just to stand
places.
there, like, or like Rudders or somewhere. They get paid like stupid amount for nothing.
it's like $17 or
Yeah,
something.
and I'm like,
pretty worth it.
dude. I put like an 8-hour shift in there and just get some pocket money
Just
on the
extra
weekends.
cash, yeah.
But now the shops are offering overtime, so I'm just gonna work. All
Yeah.
that.
So since like I'm only a substitute teacher, I'm obviously only working during the school year. I don't get paid during the summer. So I've been looking for like jobs during the summer just to like hold us over basically. And I've been looking at some, but yeah, I've thought about like just going into a factory, making all that money in the summer,
Yeah.
even though I would hate my life that whole summer.
Martin's, you could just be
but
a
that'd be-
potato roll, just
Yeah, but
You could just
that
do
just
a
assembly
payroll.
the person.
it would most likely be a sucky shift because
It'd be like
It-
third shift.
But your benefits would be very good.
I don't know if
there.
it would. I don't know if it's the same though for just summer help.
I think it would be.
You could work at Lowe's.
I could work at Lowe's. I thought about
get discounts. Yes.
Yeah, you do
No,
get you get
go
discount.
to
You
Home
get 10%
Depot because
10%
Home Depot
discount.
they have Milwaukee.
Well,
Home
where's the
Depot's far
closer
away.
one?
Okay, but here's my gripe with Home Depot.
Hagerstown.
The
Or-
closest Home Depot is 30 minutes away from our house.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Lowe's is gonna be like the
Home
same.
Lowe's is like-
Depot,
yeah.
whenever I
Yeah.
go, is like
25
always
maybe.
empty, and I get bored there a lot quicker. I go to
Yeah.
Lowe's, even though they don't have Milwaukee. The
You at
shelves
least
are
see
always
people you know.
full. That too. The shelves are always full, and it's
Yeah.
like I could spend a lot more time in Lowe's than Home
Yes,
Depot.
but
I don't
like-
know why, but
That is true.
I could not be a cashier because
You're already
they don't
one.
even have cashiers at Lowe's anymore.
Go
It's
work
just all
at Weiss.
self-checkout.
Relive your glory days.
And so I would have to be someone like who would help someone, and I don't know anything about anything in Lowe's.
You don't
Paint.
have to.
So there's
You
no.
don't have to know a thing.
Or the garden
Oh
center.
yeah, work in the garden.
The garden center. Yeah.
I don't know anything about plants.
Dude,
do you
just-
think any of them people do?
Genuinely,
Yeah, that's why they're coming into Lowe's to find out.
genuinely, just become like a cashier. I mean, I know it's like mostly self checkout, but like they still need cashiers for the summer because they
So-
open them all up.
I've been thinking about working in a small business in Chambersburg.
Like a specific one, or are you just
Yes.
saying it like
I'm
that?
not going to say it
Okay.
on here. I'll tell you later.
Okay, that's fine.
And like obviously they wouldn't pay as much as like a big like corporation, but I would enjoy it so much more.
Yeah.
Like this job, I can wear like short sleeve and like probably
cute.
just jeans.
Sure.
But like Martins, you have to wear a stupid hazmat suit or whatever that's called.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Your
the
A
PPE.
hairnet.
hairnet, and then you have to wear like a white
The
suit.
food suits.
The food.
You have to wear the
really?
food suits.
Yeah, you have to
Huh.
wear that. I was like, I'm not doing that in the summer.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Like even though it won't be hot inside, I don't want to do that.
Before we get into the game, Landon said something about rudders, and it reminded me of a story Landon has to tell us that involves a gas station.
we had a bunch of stories.
Yeah. So the other day, I was out on the job site, and there's a rudders really close. So I was like, I'll just go get some gas, get a drink or something, whatever. Oh no, I had to fill up my welder with gas. It's a generator. So I'm there, just in the back of my truck with a nozzle down, and a truck pulls.
I'm gonna pause you right there. Sorry. People, if you're only listening, go to YouTube or pull
Yeah.
up the video on your Spotify so you can see what Landon looks like to get the full
Yeah.
reference.
Can we get the camera
Ma-
moved a little
Yeah,
more?
was gonna say,
towards
can we get a
Landon?
zoom in on
My,
Landon?
my voice doesn't match my appearance. We'll say that.
What is that? Oh,
Yeah.
I get it.
And so I'm standing in the back of my truck filling up my welder, and this truck pulls up with a guy and a younger guy, and the younger guy goes into rudders. This dude, he gets out. He's a little bit darker complected, like I am, and
You're more than just dark and complexion.
and he just kind of, I see him start kind of glancing at me, and I was like, oh boy, here we go. And he just starts rambling off Spanish. He goes, hold on. I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. I literally looked at him. I said, I don't speak Spanish, dude. And he goes, no Spanish? I said, no. And he goes, and then he just starts speaking English to me. I'm like, start with that. Don't assume. I am white to my bones, just not on the outside. And we were talking about it, and he was like, is that a welder? I said, yeah. He goes, those good machines. I said, yeah. And we just started talking. He goes, what do you do? I said, I'm a welder. And
Duh.
You should have said you're a landscaper.
well, then I asked him what he does. They're ditch diggers. I was like,
Could have told you.
Yeah.
I was like, really? I would never guess. But I mean, he was a nice guy. Like I like talking to him. But that's the thing. People, if you see me in public, don't speak Spanish to me. I will not respond.
Oh my goodness.
The only word I know in Spanish is no.
And C.
See what?
Oh my god.
The only
No.
thing,
I actually do know a little bit of Spanish. I dropped out of my Spanish class in like a semester because my teacher was gay.
How do you say that in Spanish?
I know how to say some words in English about it, but yeah, I won't go there.
Hola.
It's what Grant is. No,
is Titero is gayo.
gay.
All right. Okay.
But,
What's
no,
next?
the funniest part about my Spanish class was I had a guy in there named Jaron Stoner. Name drop. You can
Name
bleep it out. You can bleep it out.
okay.
Alright, name drop.
You can bleep it out if you want. But
Nah.
It's up to him.
yeah, he
probably
he
doesn't
is the
listen.
most like Franklin County like Hickman sounding you can ever get, and to hear him try to speak Spanish was hilarious because our teacher's like, say hola, he goes hola, and I'm sitting there dying, and like we got to where like you roll your R's and he goes "Urgh," like he's trying so hard. Like I can actually I have maybe
you
it's
can
just
roll
'cause
your R's.
I can.
I
and it's-
can't. Wait,
it's-
you have to say something now.
I don't even know. Like I don't even know if I can do it on like perro. I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard a Mexican
can't even.
gringo or a Mexican grito?
What?
It's like
Uh-uh.
So it's like where they get that really loud like scream, but they're saying hi or hello.
Oh.
I'll see if I can
No.
find a video of it, but I can actually do it decently. I'm not going to because I really don't feel like doing it. But but yeah, but no, it was so funny listening to him try to speak Spanish because it was pitiful. just to be honest, because I felt so bad, but like,
But he passed the class.
yeah, he passed
right?
the class because he was
And
just.
you didn't.
I'm sorry, I learn English.
You
Like,
had a leg up in that
I
class,
did.
and you blew it.
Sounds like a chicken.
yeah.
That's literally just going. Ah! That's all it is.
Oh my word.
Yeah,
That's awful.
That is
it's but
awful.
like my buddy Keith tried to get me to yell at like in the job site. He goes, "I wonder how many people would come to you." I was like, "That's awful." And
Dang.
I have my Milwaukee speaker, and the one day we were up there, I just started playing like Hispanic music, and Keith was like, "I swear, if I hear them start singing, I'm gonna lose it." But thankfully, no one did because I would have lost it too. Like it's hilarious going into like a job site and you just hear like tubas and like accordions going because and like I was at a house the one day and like across the road they were like putting on a roof and I just hear like Mexican music. I'm just sitting there smiling and shaking my head.
Oh
I
my
was like,
goodness.
man.
Wow.
But yeah, I feel like I disappoint a lot of Mexicans a lot
Yeah.
because they'll like they go to Rudders a lot because they're at the same job site. So I'll go there too, and like the cashiers at Rudders are like your total's like I don't know $5.19, and they're just kind of staring at them. They're like card or cash, and then they actually do it. And I walk up to them. They try to. They almost start speaking to me like that. I'm like, I know English. And they're like, okay.
They're probably like,
No
"Huh?"
way.
Yeah,
They're
they're
probably
like,
like-
yeah.
And you don't have a Spanish accent at
And
all.
I've
So
seen
they're
some,
definitely
I've seen
like,
some looks. Like
should just
I
stare
get
at
behind
them.
like a Mexican, and they're speaking
should.
Spanish, and I'll get up to them, and they're like,
rough.
and I'll be like, all right, thank you, have a good day, and they're like, yeah, you too. I'm like,
yeah,
I'm white.
One of these times, you need to let them do that, and then just stare at them,
yeah,
and then they go, card or cash. You'll be like, I'll use my card.
yeah.
I'm like,
Like,
what?
hey man, I was thinking, you don't have to yell at me, man. Jeez.
No, you should just act slow.
Sydney.
Never mind. I won't
Sorry, okay, my bad.
We
my
won't do impressions today.
Wow.
Sorry, we're not at the dinner
But
table
yeah,
anymore.
I was on a job site with a different company, and one of the coworkers, he had a big Milwaukee radio, and it was a lot of Hispanic framers, and it was funny. He played like 30 seconds of a song. He blared 30 seconds of "Illegals in My Yard."
No, that's awful.
Yeah,
Grant.
it wasn't me. It was him. Okay.
no, me and Keith make a lot of jokes about it at work, just because we're both subtly racist, but not really. We hate everybody.
Okay.
Including me.
Yeah. No, but
Interesting.
Kidding.
because our supervisor the other day, he was like, we were putting decking down on this building. So decking is what we put down so they can pour concrete for like a second story.
Yeah, I know.
It holds concrete, right?
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Grant.
You're an engineer. You
Yeah.
should know.
I don't know.
And,
I'm not architect.
Yeah. And so we have
Thank
a lot
goodness.
to do.
Actually, no.
We have a lot of it to do. And we've gotten a lot done. And he comes up to us, he goes, you know, we're doing pretty good for just two white guys and a little Mexican. And mind you, he's like a Mennonite guy, so it was just hilarious. And he goes, we're all Mexicans today, because we were all like on our knees screwing down the decking. And he goes,
Oh my goodness.
he goes, this whole team of Mexicans, he goes, there's just two white Mexicans and then one actual. I was like, thanks, man.
Kinda, sure.
I was like, Guatemalan. He goes, yeah.
Same
thing.
difference.
Yeah. But yeah.
Well, switching gears, like something that you said sparked this in my mind, and it happened today. It's so I was like giving the kids a like little pre-spelling test, and one of the words was what. And they were in like small groups, and so like they weren't in one big group, so it was fine. But this one kid, he's like, "What was the word again?" I said, "What?" And he's like, "What was the word again?" And I said, "What?" And he's like, "What was the word again?" And I'm like, "Bro," like he was like messing with me on purpose. And I was like, "I'm not saying it. You know what it is."
I do that to people with huh. They'll say something like huh.
Yeah, you
And
do
then-
that a lot.
Yeah.
So,
But it was
then the
funny.
worst part is my brain lags sometimes, so it's just like I actually say what, and then it follows through,
Yeah,
and I
Grant
realize
does
what they
that a lot,
say.
too.
Because like they'll be speaking, someone will talk to me, and they'll be like, I'll just be like, huh, and then answer their question. They're like, why'd you say huh? I said, I don't know.
Yeah,
I do that sometimes.
Reflex, I
But like
guess.
Brain
he's literally
fog.
in
Yeah.
first grade. Like you wouldn't expect a first grader to do that.
That kid's gonna be a great kid.
But
Yeah,
he
he's
has-
going places.
He's going places.
Yeah,
It's either jail or the trades. I don't know.
he's very smart.
oh my
college.
goodness.
The principal's office.
Yeah.
I have something I remembered I wanted to talk about if we're done with all of
Yeah,
this
okay, go for it.
conversation.
Yeah, we're done with the gas
I don't know
stations.
if we're gonna get to the game because we got so much
Man,
on.
it was a good
That's
topic.
What is it?
We're
what time?
46 minutes in.
We got time.
So
Hurry up.
yeah, okay. So even if we did this and then even if we played the game and then whatever. So I have this business idea, and I think you guys are gonna like it.
Keep it by your face.
So I don't know where I got this. I don't know how I came up with this, but why don't they have
This is stupid.
something that's shut up? Something
I'm
that's
out.
like Top Golf, but it's just skeet shooting.
Skeet shooting.
It's called a sportsman's club.
No, but like it's like Top Golf where you're all like
Up in a
right. Like why don't they make a building like that where
I've never
where we
thought
can
about
just go
that.
and shoot? Because you're all shooting the same direction,
Yeah.
so you're not like you're shooting at
Yeah.
each other and.
I mean,
Anybody?
you could.
Most people use their backyards, but
Right, but like, why not? Why not?
What would you call it?
You know,
top shoot. Top shot.
Top Gun.
Top gun.
Gun, yeah.
Gosh, wait. I like that. Top Gun.
The ski resort.
Anyways, that was kind of dumb. But
I feel like people would like come to
I thought you
that.
guys meant like it, right? I
Yeah.
would go for sure. I've never gone to Top Golf.
I don't
but
really.
I can
I've
imagine.
never been.
Yeah.
I've never been to
Top Golf.
I've never been
No,
to Top
I've
Golf
never
either.
been
Really?
to-
Top
No.
golf is.
Never had a reason.
I've never
I've
been-
wanted to go, but
I've never been
had the
skeet
chance.
shooting, but I've been to Top Golf,
It's
so I can
harder than it
imagine in my
looks.
mind.
Sure. Like
What
what
you're
you're
talking
talking
about?
Ski shooting is harder than it looks for me, anyways, because I'm not well versed in a shotgun.
Sure.
But I've tried once. I've hit a water bottle.
I guess the only thing would be like enough clearance
Yeah.
after, like
Because I mean,
it would just have to
Yeah.
be like
Yeah.
towards nothing, and a lot of them are like in cities,
yeah.
so that
Half
could be
of-
an issue.
I was gonna say half of them are
But-
facing towards like highways.
Right.
Yeah, but
And
they
it's
have a
like-
big net.
What are you
The
gonna
net
catch?
doesn't stop.
A net has holes. The
Well,
skeet is
I don't know
a
what
shot.
skeet shooting is.
It's a shotgun.
It's a shotgun. Yeah, you're shooting
what
at
do you
clay,
shoot at?
clay
Little
pigeons.
Clay
little
birds.
BBs are is what comes out of the thing.
Right.
Then just make it solid.
Yeah,
net.
just make
That's
it
a
like
slug.
concrete.
No,
Oh.
she's talking about make the wall
Back?
solid.
Oh.
And then it'll
You know, just
kinda
like build the
ricochet.
wall. Build the wall.
Yeah, then it ricochets and comes back at you.
Yeah.
It's far enough away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a great
if you make
idea.
it- I feel like if you make it far enough away, it would work.
Right.
You could honestly make that with your engineering
So
brain.
if you guys know of any Top Golfs that have like shut down, let me know. I'm gonna buy that up
Yeah.
so we can get this going.
Top Golf is not shut down yet.
I know.
But
I'm just kidding. But can you just imagine? Pretty
I
great.
can imagine it.
I mean, I feel
Pretty
like you
great.
gotta have a
call
little bit
me-
more.
Shut up. Just call me an entrepreneur, okay? Anyways.
Something.
Well, someone's probably gonna take it.
Yeah. Somebody
You need that.
call me. I've got some other great ideas for you.
What's it called?
Patent.
Patent.
On it.
Trademark.
Do you know
Whatever.
how long those take to get? Do you know
No.
how expensive they are?
They are.
I know they're
Like, stupid
expensive.
expensive.
Like some things are, that you like use daily are like still patent pending.
Mm-hmm.
And did you know that it's illegal? Fun fact of your day: it's illegal to say patent pending if it's not. Like if it's not patent. You know how you can like jokingly be like, "Oh, this new thing that I created, patent pending." Like if it's not, that's technically illegal to say that, or to like market it.
What
as
if it is patent pending?
So-
Then you
my.
put that on there, and that means that like if it's pending, I believe, don't quote me on this, if it's pending, you can still kind of like get in and like try to patent something that's very, very similar or like the same kind of thing. But once it's patented, then you can't use it. It needs to be like slightly different.
How long does it take to get approved?
A long time, as far as I'm concerned. It takes like a good while, and it's expensive, like thousands of dollars.
Wow.
For a patent.
And people, it's people can come in and tweak just the smallest thing, and then the patent
Doesn't
cover that.
Yeah.
So you could.
You have to be very specific. Yeah.
Because our company was looking at something. It's very like a niche thing that we're doing, but these like creameries, and they'll sell like glass bottles of milk and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're making it's a bottle washer.
Okay.
So they bring these bottles in, and they can go through like rows of 8, I think. And there's this big chain that just takes them through this big wall. It's basically a giant dishwasher for bottles. And I was asking the one guy, because I was helping work on it. I was like, why don't we get like a patent or something on this to like protect it? He goes, it's really, like you said, it's really expensive and takes a long time, and people could just change one little thing.
Yeah.
So the way you prevent it is just try and stay on top of things, and just like if someone changes, change something else, and just be in constant competition, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
Just trying to change
Wow.
and improve stuff.
I was gonna try to look up an example, but yeah, like labels are a big thing, or not labels, like logos, names
I think
and
logos
brands
are
and such.
Trademarked?
Not
Oh,
patented.
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had a class that was all like about like the patent thing, because
So does your sweatshirt have like an R beside it?
So, no,
it has the TM.
It says TM.
Trademark.
Trademark. Yeah.
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 So I
What
think
does
it's any.
your Carhartt? It doesn't say
I don't know
anything.
if Carhartt is.
It doesn't say anything. But I don't know. It's Milwaukee.
Carhartt.
Interesting.
So I can create a company called Carhartt
Trademark.
and make car hearts.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Hearts you put on the front of your car and call it
Why
Carhartt.
is Carhartt called Carhartt?
I have no idea.
Just a cool name, Carhartt.
Sure.
Kurt. Do you want to play one round of the game?
Sure. Yeah.
51 minutes. Yeah, sure.
I've got a short.
It's
minute, 2 minutes, so we can
categories.
just
I
go for
have 2 topics. I'm trying to decide which
it. Go with the first one.
I was going to go with the second.
Okay, then go with the second one.
Okay. So the topic is, we're going to start with Sydney and then Landon and then Grant.
Sweet.
Are things in a circus?
Oh, okay.
Now, I'm going to put these on my phone
So we don't say the same thing again?
so you don't see the same thing again. Yes. Okay, whenever you are ready.
One me.
It was Grant.
Elephants.
Mine's better.
Okay, say it.
What?
It's your turn.
It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. What'd you say?
I said elephants.
Clowns.
Tigers.
Oh my.
Lions.
Bears.
Okay, there's no bears in a circus.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
are.
there is.
There are.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not the circus I've been to.
Well, you
You've
haven't
been
been
to
to
a
a real
boring-
circus.
The one in the parking lot at
can they-
Hagerstown?
Yeah.
That ain't real.
No,
No, it was.
it was there.
He said
I-
if that
It was
ain't
a whole
real-
big top.
It was a whole. I can show you a picture of me
I went
posing in front
shopping
of
and
it.
she went to the circus.
I
we weren't
remember,
alone.
I remember
So
getting
that much.
tickets
Show
from
me
the
what
library.
bears.
Bears and tutus.
Don't show me, but like tell me.
Yeah.
Bears and
Landon.
tutus.
What?
Tell me what bears do at a circus. Don't show me.
They dance.
Whatever they train them
Wait,
to do.
do the dance. Do the thing.
I'm not doing the
Be the
thing.
All right, Grant.
Monkeys.
The trapeze.
Ringleader. They ride bikes.
Such a fake photo.
AI. Can't trust it. There's so many photos of bears on bikes though. What is happening?
Okay, ringleader. Who said that?
Me.
Grant.
What is the category again? Like, what is in a
Things-
circus?
things-
Things
at
at a circus or in a circus. Things in a circus.
Balls. Didn't have to be animals. That's why I wanted that clarification.
Yeah. Things in a circus.
Gosh, I'm thinking of The Greatest Showman.
Me too.
Yeah.
The fat singing lady with a beard.
Nice.
That's something.
Okay. right,
Singing ladies.
fat singing lady.
Fat singing lady. It's usually a whole
I'm not
thing.
gonna say with a beard because
The bearded lady.
the bearded
Beard
lady
is
was
optional.
just on The Greatest Showman.
He was just looking for uncommon
Unique.
people.
And,
Yeah.
yeah.
Landon.
I was gonna say freak.
Trapeze artists.
I already said trapeze.
She said trapeze.
You did?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tightrope walkers.
Okay.
Fire. This one's actually a tough one because like I'm already starting to run out of stuff.
Perfect.
There's a tent at a circus.
Yeah, the big tent.
Popcorn.
Okay.
Cotton candy.
Oh boy.
Okay, we can't say every single candy.
Okay, then I'll say peanuts.
Ooh.
And I can't have them.
Seals.
Oh.
Birds.
Yeah.
It's really dogs.
Yeah, I've seen
I
dogs.
feel like dogs are like
do
a part of
dogs
it.
walk.
They like they'll like kind of
walk
do
in the line, yeah.
a little fancy thing, you know.
Balloons.
Oh.
Hula hoops.
Yep.
Oh. People on stilts.
Yep.
Mhm.
Stilts.
Strongmen.
Yep. That's a good one.
Gymnasts. I don't know. I mean, and they're like people that do like flexible things or whatever.
I'd take it.
Yeah.
They're not in the
flexible-
air, so that doesn't tell you how much strength
Flexible
he's-
people.
The color red has to be all over that, John. Red. Anything red. What is that noise?
Okay.
I don't know
a
what
good
is that
question.
noise. Oh. I thought my laptop was starting to take off. I was like,
Is
I
something
thought it was
landing
a
in the
gas
backyard?
leak or something. Yeah. It's an alien. Nope, it's a gardener.
Landon.
It's TikTok.
So what has all been said?
A lot of things.
A lot.
What was the last thing? That
You
said?
gotta keep.
Red.
Red.
The color red.
White.
Oh my gosh.
blue.
Okay, no more colors. Red, white, blue. That's all we need.
America.
America.
Oh my gosh.
So delayed.
Sorry.
Oh goodness.
I need to get a screaming eagle now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fun fact: that is a red-tailed hawk.
I need. Hold on.
Wait, what?
I said, fun fact:
Yeah.
that's a red-tailed hawk. The screech.
Eagles don't sound that majestic.
Eagles are just
They're like,
oversized seagulls. Yeah.
Actually, I saw two
They do
eagles.
what now?
That's a seal.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're
Don't
not
be
far
dumb.
off.
Don't be dumb. It's great.
Okay, keep going.
I'm just procrastinating.
I know.
Did we say like dancers
Nope.
or like ballerinas?
Isn't that flexible people?
No, they just
They
bend
can
around.
have other dancers.
I'm thinking, yeah.
No, don't do that.
Yeah. No.
Grant, that's way too high.
I'm moving it.
You're moving it away from me.
No, I'm moving it to you.
Well, you can move it to you then. Okay.
Landon.
Lion trainers,
Tamers, I thought it
tamers,
was.
whatever.
We'll take it.
Okay, I do not like that.
Okay, I tried to help.
Didn't ask for it.
We should put them both in the middle. Because nobody crosses the... Oh, whenever somebody comes... Never mind. Whatever.
Anyways.
Keep going. Your turn.
So, tiger tamers.
Oh, my gosh.
Do not say every single tamer.
Monkey tamer. Just
No
kidding.
more
That's
tamers.
not my answer. That's not
It
my
could
answer.
be.
You
They
gonna take
used it.
Okay, I'll take it.
No, we're not naming every single thing.
Honestly-
Monkey tamers. Okay, I'll take it.
Well, you guys did it, so it's only fair. Honestly, like, they could have just one tamer for each animal.
This is true.
Gorilla.
Or just
Or
one tamer.
just one tamer in general.
In
or
general.
just two tamers in general.
Gorilla.
That's different than a monkey.
Yeah, it is different than a monkey.
Monkeys
Are
have
there
tails.
really
Have you
gorillas?
never heard Silly Songs with Larry?
I
His
have.
monkey. If it doesn't have a tail, it's a monkey.
Oh.
Can you sing it for us?
No, not a shot.
Is there a copyright
shot.
on that? Because we don't have
Yes,
that damn
there's
song.
definitely a
Definitely.
copyright.
Dang it.
We're using it for Jesus.
'Kay,
so that's
Grant.
right.
Ooh, cages.
Yes.
That's so dumb.
Cages, they're not on stage, though.
You said anything in a circus. They sometimes bring out animal in a cage.
That is true.
Whatever.
The guy who takes your tickets. ticket, the bouncer,
Ticket
The
guy.
bouncer.
The bouncer.
the circus bouncer. It's kind of like a club, less of a circus. More of a circus. Bless you.
Thank you.
Dramatic.
Midgets. I'm thinking of Little House on the Prairie now.
Yeah. I mean, Greatest Showman had
Yeah.
one too.
I'm
That's
thinking
true.
of the Greatest Show. Yeah. I kind of
No,
want to
sorry.
watch that
said
movie.
that.
Little
though.
People.
That's my favorite movie.
Dude, I went to see it twice in theaters when it came
I
out.
saw
It
it
was
once in
just
theaters.
So
What?
good.
Greatest Showman?
You got to watch it with surround sound. The music just like sucks you in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry for that noise.
Yep.
Everybody.
Tall people?
She said still.
Stilts. People on stilts.
I'm talking like people without stilts. Tall people.
Doesn't
That's
count.
dumb. 10, 9,
Grant just grasps with straws
8,
until he
7,
stays in the longest.
6,
Mm-hmm.
Makes up
5,
things.
4,
You could just say tropical storm.
Three,
I got one. I got one.
2,
Washington, D.C.
1.
But no.
Grant's out. Sydney.
A top hat.
That's a stretch.
Whatever. That is a stretch, but I'll take it.
Thank you.
Face paint.
Ooh. No, she's mad that Lana got one.
Those things that the animals jump up onto, they're not like tables, but they're like those little platforms.
Just platforms.
Yeah.
Sawdust.
Okay. No one better say a shovel. If they say a shovel, I'm not taking
No,
it.
I wasn't gonna say that. I was just gonna animal poop. Just kidding. That's not my answer.
I'm not taking that one.
That's not my answer.
Good answer.
10,
The bleachers.
9, 8.
The bleachers.
7.
That's my answer.
Not
You have
every
to have-
circus has bleachers.
Okay, then the seating, the viewing area.
Seating. Nothing to do with a freaking circus.
Neither does the color red.
Yeah. The
Okay,
tent's
okay.
usually red and white. I'm not
people
sure
are
where
wearing-
blue came in there, though.
Because they wear.
Because you're married to him, that's why blue came in.
No, because everybody
flag
else,
outside.
Everybody else said a color.
Yeah, because they all wear like colors or whatever.
Yeah, I
dumbest
forgot how people just wear colors.
Look,
I can't take mine off.
Okay, seating.
Landon, we're over the Mexican talk.
Giraffes.
How did I not think
I literally
about
said no more
giraffes?
animals, but whatever.
Well, I mean, that's a
I
good
thought you
one.
said no more animal trainers.
Yeah.
I want to smack my head off a table.
Well, we got one right in front of you.
9,
Landon, how are you so good at this?
8, 7,
I don't even try.
6, 5, 4,
Vendors.
3.
They gotta sell the food
1.
concessions.
look,
No.
look, right there. That's the circus mom and dad took me to see when we were little, and the guy's wearing blue.
Barnum and Bailey. Greatest
Barnum?
Showman. Barnum and Bailey.
Yeah, but that was on Greatest Showman.
Phineas T. Barnum.
Yeah, Phineas T. Barnum. It's the guy. True
I-
story.
I did not
think
know
it was a
that.
true
That's
story.
why I
I
said
don't
blue,
think it
because
was.
look,
Yeah,
that
I
guy's
think it
wearing a
was.
blue shirt. So don't think.
This is for the win, Landon.
The typical circus music.
Music. Bet Landon wins.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh my goodness. When did I go to that circus? Now I'm going to look it up and see if you guys missed anything.
My heart
All right,
goes out to you.
Rasheed, stop. All right, thank
Yes.
you. Like,
Goes out
I
to you,
understand you want to
Rasheed.
applause, but
The Greatest
it was a little
Showman
too
is
much.
loosely based on the life of P.T. Barnum, the famous showman who created the Barnum and Bailey Circus. However, the film is highly fictional and leaves out some unflattering facts about Barnum. Well, that's good.
So he was just a real person, basically.
Yeah. Oh, he did marry Charity for 44 years. And they had 4 daughters. They only had 2 daughters in the
I
movie.
love
They came to the Giant Center like
The
mid
movie?
2000s.
their
I've
Really?
never been to it.
songs.
I've never been.
Strawberry! When he's
to
like
a
on the
circus.
steps.
Yes. It's so good.
Okay, I'm looking for this
Close
picture.
my eyes and I can see
Sing it.
a world that's waiting up
for me that I call my home.
We're wasting time.
And Grant did not sing any of that with us.
Because I don't know it. I've never watched The Greatest Showman.
Yeah, you're a disappointment.
We're gonna watch it this tonight.
We're
that's
literally
for
going to
sure.
watch it Friday. Oh, wait, I'm not getting home Friday.
Yeah, I'm going to be at the
We're
driving
literally going
range.
to watch it.
All right.
With Rasheed.
Probably.
Whoa.
Maybe.
Chris Stapleton has filed an official objection to Beyonce's Grammy win.
Nice.
Yes! That deserves
That's
an
the kind of
applause.
stuff we need on
To
this
quote,
podcast.
country music has a rich history and a distinct sound that deserves to be recognized and
Well, here it is.
celebrated. We need to ensure that the award reflects the true essence
He
of
needs-
the genre and honor those who have dedicated their lives to it. Chris Stapleton.
We need to keep an eye on him.
He's gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Stapleton.
Dan Bongino, if you somehow watch this show, we need FBI protection around Chris Stapleton ASAP.
Stapleton.
That's what I said, Stapleton.
That's definitely
You
not what
Close,
you said.
same difference, whatever.
Okay.
You know
All right.
what I mean.
Okay.
The dude with the
All right.
long beard.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
Okay.
So we're gonna talk about kindness.
I found my
Sydney, that was
circus
not
video.
very kind.
We're gonna talk about kindness today. Since what are you looking up?
I found my circus video.
Oh, okay. We're gonna insert it. I just looked at the.
And I took a picture of my ticket.
I can't see anything. All I see is dots. Okay, we're gonna insert the video
We're gonna insert it when we talked about it.
back there. So not right now, but you probably already saw it. So go
I'll do
watch.
like a minute or something.
What are you looking at?
All right,
Are we ready for the ministry minute? Or?
$178 per diem, up to $60 an hour. 375 in and out welders, boilermakers, fitters.
Okay. Let's go to Jesus.
Or you could
land
just
then.
like selfie pics or something.
Don't expose my sizes. Look me up on
Anyways.
Feet Finder.
Oh my gosh.
Shout out.
All right.
Rashid subscribed.
Oh my gosh. So, if you guys have been around for the past few weeks, we've been talking about the fruits of the Spirit. We talk about love, peace, patience, skipped over joy. I forgot about that one, but we did 3 of them so far. And last week we had kind of gotten down a little rabbit trail, so we didn't talk about one. But Damon will be doing self-control next week, and so this week I'm going to be focusing on kindness, which kindness isn't really a big topic in the Bible. I was like, I've never heard really. I mean, yes, being kind and treating people like kindly, but like it's not usually like a
Just like what you tell kids.
right. It's feels like a modern word. It doesn't feel like a
kind.
biblical like principle to be kind. So I did a little searching and I didn't find a whole lot, but I did find one verse, and I'm not gonna like dig into this. I'm just gonna kind of give it to you guys to just to
Sit on.
yeah, think about, stew on, think about for the rest of the week. So this is Ephesians 4:31 and 32. Ephesians 31 and 32. It says, "Get rid of all bitterness, rage, anger, harsh words, and slander, as well as all types of evil behavior. Instead, be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God through Christ has forgiven you." And when I went and I looked this verse up in my own Bible, I had written "be kind" right below it, with a little smiley face because I'm just cute like that. And so it was kind of like, it was kind of solidifying because I had looked up a bunch of verses. You Google kindness in the Bible. That's what I always do. I just go to Google and I take it and then I find a verse and I go to the Bible and I read the whole passage. Sometimes it's something kind of related, or it's like, oh, the word is just in here, but it doesn't have to pertain to it. But this one was neat because like the word kind and the word, the term "be kind to one another" was in here, and then I had already read it, highlighted it, and put a note in it, and so it was just kind of like a good, just reminder of how we need to treat people. The first part of that, to get rid of all bitterness, rage, and anger, and harsh words and slander. That part is like how do we try to justify. We were just talking about anger at Bible study the other night, and we were like, when do you get angry and how do you handle that? And I feel like I don't want to say like, oh, I've come to terms with handling it well, because sometimes, sure, yeah, I do handle it well, but other times I go and I handle things the wrong way, or you gossip to people, or you talk to people like, oh, did you hear what so and so did, or I can't believe that person did this, or you just want to be mad to get out of your system, and then we justify it by saying, oh, you just have to vent sometimes, you just have to rant sometimes. The Bible says that we shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be venting or ranting or raging or using any kind of slander, whether it's to the person, you're yelling at them because you're frustrated, or it's to somebody else because you want to just be upset at them behind their back and you don't want to cause a scene with them. So this is, I don't know, this really hit me hard. I thought about it for most of the day. Just how to treat people the right way. And they say if you don't have anything nice to say, you shouldn't say it at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I feel like that comes from this kind of verse.
It's funny. I swiped the chapter 5 and I was just like scrolling down through, and like you said gossip, and I found this verse 10 in Ephesians chapter 5. Carefully determine what pleases the Lord. Take no part in the worthless deeds of evil and darkness. Instead, expose them. It is shameful even to talk about the things that ungodly people do in secret, but their evil intentions will be exposed when the light shines on them, for the light makes everything visible. This is why it is said, awake, O sleeper, rise up from the dead, and Christ will give you the light. But when I saw verse 12, it said, it is shameful even to talk about the things that ungodly people do in secret. That's basically saying, yeah, don't gossip. The way I kind of took it, maybe.
Yeah, no, definitely. That reminds me of 4:29, Ephesians 4:29. It says, don't use foul or abusive language. Let everything you say be good and helpful, so that your words will be an encouragement to those who hear. You never know who's overhearing.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a hard time with that, because I like to like listen in on other people. Like, I'm very like observant. I'll sit and I'll just be quiet and like listen to other people talk. But then I forget that other people might be doing the same thing to me. They might be overhearing what I'm saying, or I don't know who's right in the other room or just right around the corner and hear me, frustrated about something or someone. And, you might not be like cursing someone out, but still just like slandering somebody can really, really hurt a relationship. It can make you look like a worse person than they even were for whatever they did.
I think the biggest thing that hits me the most is if I catch myself, like you said, just kind of talking bad about someone or something like that.
Yeah.
Or people hear the way that, like, when you get angry, you talk or something like that. The biggest thing that hits me after I do that is, what if there was someone that's been thinking about Christianity and getting into the faith, and they overhear you, and they know you're a Christian? It's like, what kind of impact does that have on them?
Yeah.
And what kind of just sour taste would that give them towards what Jesus is? Like, Jesus is love, and if we're not loving everybody, they're gonna be like, well, that's stupid. I don't want to be like that.
Yeah.
And I hear that a lot, is like people walking away because of like judgmental people and Christians and stuff like that, and like hypocrites and stuff like that. And it hurts my heart, because it's like, as Christians, we're called to love and portray Christ in the best way we can.
Yeah.
And there are times where it's just, we let ourselves slip, and who knows, maybe we could have just turned away someone from Christ.
Yeah,
So-
but I feel like other people need to remember that even though you are Christian, you aren't perfect.
That is true. Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of times, like, people who aren't Christian, like, think once you're Christian, everything's going to be right and you're not going to sin.
Yeah.
But, like,
It's far from
we're
the
just
truth.
as broken as they are. We're
Yeah.
just like, we know Jesus and we know that he saved us and that we believe in that. Like, that's literally it.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like it could go both ways. Like,
Yeah.
yes, you need to watch what you're saying, and you need to watch who you're saying things about, or just don't say them at all.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, like, you don't know who's watching. But then again, like, they also need to understand that, like, we're not perfect.
Yeah. That is true.
I think an important thing to do is to go back into not that you can be like, oh, I don't care what I say now, I can just go back and apologize or make up for it. But I find myself like, I'll like stop mid-sentence sometimes and be like, I shouldn't say this. I'm sorry, everybody. And then just like dismiss myself from the conversation. Even if I've already like kind of said things that I shouldn't, or I've already like vented a little bit, then I'll be like, you know what? There's grace. They're probably just having a bad day, or, I really do feel bad for them. Like, I'm specifically thinking of one coworker who I'm always just frustrated, but I'm like, I remind myself, he's lonely. He doesn't have anyone to talk to. And so this is the place where he can go and talk to everybody. Even if it's not his conversation, I get frustrated by that. And then I start, did you see what he did? I can't believe he just came over here, and it just makes me so irritated. But that's not fair of me to say anything like that. Because you never know what somebody else is going through. And like you said, yeah, I think about my coworkers who aren't Christians, like what they think of me, because they know I am. And that's such a bad look for me and for all Christians. This got really heavy.
Yeah.
But I think it's really good for us to be vulnerable like this.
I think it is the grace that Christ offers us all is beyond what we deserve. But at the same time, I'm not saying we hold ourselves to a higher standard, like in a sense of we're better than everyone else. But I think we should hold ourselves in a standard of, how would Christ act? How would he live? And I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying I'm do it well at all, but it's just things to think on, I guess.
Yeah.
And just to reflect on before you say something. Just, how would this reflect Christ? WWJD. What would Jesus do?
Definitely.
What you say about like, how do you say it? Living like Christ or whatever. Well, in Ephesians 5, at verse 1, like the header in my Bible app, it says living in the light. And verse 1 says, basically, it tells us how to live. Or like, how you said about we try to set a standard for ourselves. Well, it's basically right here. Verse 1, imitate God, therefore, in everything you do because you are his dear children. Live a life filled with love, following the example of Christ. He loved us and offered himself as a sacrifice for us, a pleasing aroma to God. So like, even though it feels like we set a high standard, it's like, right there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's all throughout the Bible. It's not just that verse, or not just those couple verses.
Yeah, exactly. I think we have to start seeing ourselves as children of God.
Yeah.
Because oftentimes we see like, oh, I've messed up. Like, I'm not worthy of being perfect.
Yeah.
I'm not worthy of that. But we are the righteousness of God because, we are made new in Christ when we become believers. So just reminding yourself that every day, that you have the ability to live righteously. But that there is also just so much grace for when you do mess up.
Yeah.
It's a weird balance of knowing that you can be perfect, but knowing that he loves you regardless of what you do. Anything else?
I was just reminded of Galatians 2:20. I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. The life I now live in the body, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. I do not set aside the grace of God, for its righteousness could be gained through the law. Christ died. For if righteousness could be gained through the law, Christ died for nothing. It's just when we surrender and when he gets saved, we are made, like you said, we are made new in the creation of Christ. And the same power that can move mountain lives in us.
Yeah,
And
it's crazy.
yeah. And it's, we're not perfect. No one says we will be or until we die. But just having a Christ-like mentality, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Just thinking through things, which is not easy. I'll say that.
Yeah, very true.
It's so easy just to snap on a dime.
Yes.
But remember that we have I don't want to say image to uphold, but we have a job to do, which is preaching Christ and showing people the love, and let's not put a sour taste in people's mouths of what Christ would be like.
Amen.
Good way to end that.
Good
Yeah, that's a
stuff.
pretty good way to end it right there.
Absolutely. So yes, a reminder to be kind this week. But yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Tune in next week to see Reesa.
Peace.
With that, bye.